Back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another episode of the renovation series. So I'm super excited for this video because I will be breaking down everything regarding the bathroom before its big reveal, which is super exciting. I'm so excited for you guys to see. But if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kim, and if you've been here before, welcome back and thank you for staying. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good jazz. So first of all, I have my book over here and I will be breaking down, I will be giving you all the tea, all the juice regarding this bathroom renovation, which has had us it has given us multiple headaches, you guys, but the outcome is exactly what we were looking for, so we are super happy about that. So I'm going to be, please don't mind me looking down. First of all, I'm not wearing my glasses because I don't like the reflection, the light in my glasses, so I just thought, let me take them off. So I'm just looking down at my notes. I'm just gonna break everything down. So I'll first be talking about how the bathroom looked, what we wanted the bathroom to look like, our inspo, sourcing, so basically the labor and materials, and then the construction, which I'll break down according to what they did, and then finally just my conclusion, basically pros, cons, advice, anything of that sort. So let's get straight into this video. If there's anything else that I'm missing, please leave it in the comment section and I will make sure to answer every single question. So let's get started. Alrighty then. So this bathroom, you guys, was horrendous. I don't even have a better word for it, but it looked horrifying. Both my partner and I even asked ourselves to be like, how does someone live in a condition like this? Guys, it looked like it hadn't been cleaned. It looked like it hadn't been cleaned in a long time. There was mold on the ceiling. There was mold like in between the tiles. It was bad, you guys. It was so bad. And for me, I've got a bit of OCD and like I'm a bit of a germaphobe. So literally I felt like there was something in my skin. My skin was crawling. It was so bad, you guys. If you do have weird phobia like me, please just skip a few seconds because this didn't look pretty. Like we were not going to be okay with this type of bathroom. So we knew that it had to go. Everything had to go. So the initial bathroom had a shower, normal toilet, sink, all of that stuff. And my partner then suggested that why don't we do like, the tub with the shower thing, because I enjoy taking baths and he enjoys taking showers. So I was like, of course, 100%, I'm all for that. So that's what we knew. That's the only thing we knew that we wanted. We wanted the tub, we wanted a shower, and then we had a bit of an idea of the color scheme. So we wanted black and white. We just wanted a clean aesthetic. We just wanted it to look clean. So yeah, that's what we knew. So we started shopping around for tubs, toilet, all of that stuff. One day we went to CTM and we saw this baby blue herringbone tile and we both fell in love with it. And we asked each other, how can we incorporate this into the bathroom, just to give it a bit of color. And as we were having this discussion, a lady came up to us, a lady that works there came up to us and she was like, I would highly recommend that anyone gets this type of tile as an accent wall. So we're like, oh, actually, you know, so we can do the accent wall with that herringbone tile, and then we do like plain tiles on the sides, and we fell in love instantly. So we started looking for inspo on Pinterest, and we found exactly what we were looking for, and we were just like, that's it, this is what we're going for. So 3 people came out to look at the bathroom. It was actually 4 people came out to look at the bathroom, take measurements, and give us quotations. And then we ended up going obviously with the one, and then the other one, we just asked him to kind of like redo the cupboard that was in the bathroom, because he had been the one that did it before. So he did that cupboard, so we just wanted a revamp. We wanted him to redo the cupboards, and then we keep the marble top and just add our own new sink. And the materials, I'm just gonna give you a list of where we got the materials. So tiles, the blue herringbone we got from CTM, and then the rest of the tiles we got them from Tiles for All, which is based in Bramley. Our tub we got at Leroy Merlin. Plumbing materials we got at Builders, so your copper and all of that stuff. I don't know what these other things are called, I'm just a girl, but yeah, all of that we got from Builders. The sink we got at Tile Africa, and then the bathroom accessories, so your taps, your faucets, your, I don't remember what the other thing is called, but that, the stopper, yes, the stoppers, all of that stuff we got from a place called Well Sun Bathroom, which is based in Randburg. So I'm just going to break down now what happened, you know. So in the beginning of Feb is when the contractors came to look, and then gave us quotations, and they took measurements as well, and all of that stuff. And then on the 17th of Feb is when the demolition took place. So yeah, and then we were shopping throughout the entire month of Feb before we actually picked exactly what we were looking for. So it did take about a month, almost a full month, for all of that stuff to come together. And then the official work on the bathroom started on the 24th of Feb. It took them about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 2.5 weeks for them to complete the bathroom. I'm taking into consideration the demolition as well as tiling and putting in the tub. All of that stuff took about 2.5 weeks. Our budget for this bathroom was 20,000 rand, which we thought was quite reasonable, you know, because I don't know why we thought it was reasonable. That's what we thought in our minds, until we started shopping for the material. So luckily with contractors or people that are going to do the labor, they give you a price, and you know that's exactly how much you're going to spend, nothing more, unless there's changes that you make or extra plumbing that you want to do, then obviously that's an extra cost. But you know that this is a fixed amount, you're done. Materials, that's where everything just went south for us. That's where we spent most of our money. So for example, there's some things we had to compromise on, because it just didn't make sense. So for example, we kept the toilet that was here, we just changed the toilet seat, right? Because tell me why toilets are so expensive. Tell me why a toilet is 6,000 rand. That's excluding, because we wanted one with, like, you know, those flush plates. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. That's excluding that flush plate. The flush plate on its own is from 1.8 to 2,000 rand. So essentially you're spending 8,000 rand on a toilet. Our work, guys. We were just like, ain't no way, hell no, I ain't going. Hell no, we won't go. There's actually no way. And then unfortunately we then ended up facing the difficulty of finding a toilet seat because of the way this particular toilet is structured. So there was no toilet seat that would fit. We literally found the toilet seat and it's still not fitting the way that we would want it to. But we were just like, at this point, we will work with whatever we have, because there's no way we are spending 8,000 rand on a toilet. There's no way we are spending 8,000 rand on a toilet. Then what about the kitchen? What about the rest of the house? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Hell no, we won't go. I'm tired, Grandpa. So we found what we found. We were still gonna shop around for another one, but this is working for now. So, like I said, the budget was 20,000 rand. We spent well over 40,000 rand for this toilet, for this bathroom. So, for labor alone, I would say it was roughly 7,000 rand, 7 to 10,000 rand that we spent for the labor, because it included the demolition, putting everything together, plumbing, all of that stuff. So I'd say about 7 to 10,000 rand. Then everything else was the material. The most expensive what we purchased was probably the tiles. Yeah, it was probably the tiles. The tiles were pretty up there. If you had told me that adulting is such a scam, I would have stayed home with my mom. Yeah, that's how much you spent. That's how much you spent for this bathroom. I have nothing else to say. I'm just concluding now this entire video. There's obviously pros and cons to everything. Pros, we love how the bathroom turned out. It's beautiful. Cons is how you will budget and then your budget is not enough, and you can't be stubborn in your mind and be like, no, I'm not gonna go over this thing. If you want something to look good, or if you want it to look the way you want it to look, unfortunately you're gonna have to keep her that money. Another thing, a piece of advice that I would give, yes, we did try by all means to make sure that we have the right people doing the job, but one thing about this process, it taught us patience. We had to be patient with each other, because there was a point where we were getting frustrated with one another and not realizing that we shouldn't be fighting against one another, because this is not either one of us's fault. People, the contractors, really did us dirty, you guys. Number one, they were so unprofessional. I should have known, actually, because the first time they were supposed to come here, they were late. Not by an hour or two. They were late, like really, really late. And I just have something about punctuality. For me, if you're unable to be punctual, it just says a lot about you. But obviously you have to give a person a chance. So we gave them a chance, and still, I don't know how many times I had to come back to fix the way that they've installed the sink. We are even looking now at the tub and how they've put like the silicone around the tub. It's so messy. We're starting to even notice like how they've put some of the tiles. It's not even there was a point where they had to come back and fix the tiles because it looked so messy, guys. Yo, go with professionals, because he was recommended by someone that we know. And obviously, if Mina, I love a recommendation, because if you use that person, then 100%, why not? Why can't I? Why shouldn't I? But go with professionals. That's one of the challenges that we faced, outside of just going over the budget, which was honestly really unplanned. It just, yeah, friendly guys, but it was so messy. I shouldn't have to tell you, you're the professional, so I shouldn't have to tell you that this looks messy. I shouldn't have to tell you that the sink is not in place. Like, yeah. So over budget if you can. and just expect the unexpected, because we were so adamant. We even did buy a new toilet seat. I mean, not toilet seat, a toilet, but we then found out that they need to literally change the entire plumbing system. Guys, like, expect the unexpected, and that's where the costs also come in. The accessories, like the ones from Wilson Bathroom, loved every single one of them. We just still, obviously, because it's matte, we're still trying to figure out how to clean them, but so far I'm just using sunlight and it seems to be working. I never thought I would see CTM, the inside of CTM, as many times as I've seen it throughout this process, and Boulders and Leroy Merlin, all of these places. But yeah, another tip, just shop around for all your materials. Even if you save 200 rand, 100 rand, even 50 rand, guys, it'll go a long way. If you see a bathtub at Leroy Merlin and then you see a cheaper one at Builders and they're the same size, same spec, go for the cheaper one. They all work the same. So just shop around. Make sure that you shop around and be patient, because I think we were patient. I can't say we were impatient. We were quite patient. So just shop around, be patient, and make sure that you're doing your due diligence with everything, because you don't wanna. It's hard now to reverse the process. You can't reverse it after you've paid so much money for this thing. And I will be doing a bathroom reveal very, very soon, so I'm super excited for that. But I hope this was informative, and I hope this helps someone who is in the process or who is looking into this particular process. It's not for the faint-hearted, to be honest. So just prepare yourself, be patient with yourself. If you are doing it with somebody else, whether it's your partner, your family, whatever, because it's very easy to get demotivated when things are not going your way, because there will be a chance that it doesn't go your way. Yeah, that's it from me, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative, and I hope it helps someone. If you do have any more questions, something that I haven't answered here, please do put it in the comment section, and I will make sure to answer every single question. But that's it from me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.